did want to share with you what I am packing for my first Alaskan cruise. Hey y'all, it's Beth. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, you know that my channel is all about thrifting, vintage hunting, looking for antiques, repurposing some vintage things, and reselling. I am a part-time vintage reseller. That is normally what my channel is all about. Finding the good things through shop-alongs, showing you what I get through hauls, having some live sales, and a few live chats with other YouTube vintage community members. But today's video is a little bit different. So if you're here about Alaska, then this video is for you. So I have the privilege of being able to go on an Alaskan cruise, and I actually leave tomorrow, y'all. But I thought I would vlog it. Some of my viewers, we love to exchange what we're doing through the summer and vacations, you know, just being part of the YouTube family. And as I was preparing, and I'm a prepper, y'all, so as I was preparing to go on my trip, the first thing that I did was take to YouTube, because where else can you get the actual information other than YouTube? And I found so many videos about cruising to Alaska, different cruise lines that go to Alaska, as well as excursions and places to go and the little towns that we are going to in Alaska. So I've been watching three main channels. Now I will say I watch several other channels, especially if they are about Alaska, but I'm going to share with you the three main channels that I have been watching because they are up to date and professional cruisers. And I did write it down so I don't mess it up. I do know the first one, La Lita Loca with Tony and his wife Jenny. That is up to date news, y'all, and he's pretty funny and I have enjoyed him. Now I'll put the iCards above and their channel links below. Go check out their channels if you are cruising anywhere, because they go any and everywhere on all the different cruise lines and they'll be able to help you. Also, they have an Instagram, I believe, and I think even a Facebook. I think I'm following them on all those platforms as well. Another one is Life Well Cruised, and that's Lana. She gives you great packaging tips, tips about the different places that you're going, tips about cruising in general, and I did learn a lot about prepping for a trip from her, so thanks Lana for that. The other one is Let's Go Travel Tips with Allison and her husband Gordon. Now I just participated in a live chat yesterday. Allison was leaving Kechikan and that's one of our stops. So I had a person that was live to be able to ask all kinds of questions, and I really appreciate these people putting out constant content about cruising. So again, all of their iCards were linked above and their information is below, at least their YouTube channels. So if you're preparing to take a cruise or thinking about cruising, they can help you get set up, give you some travel tips, and answer some questions for you. But I did learn a lot from them. I am also very kind of, let's just say type A, and everything has to be in line for when I do anything, especially when I am traveling. So let me tell you a little bit about the cruise that we will be taking. Lovey and I will be going on Holland America Lines. It's also known as HAL. And we are doing the southbound Alaska trip, and that is going to start in Whittier, Alaska. We'll be at sea for a couple of days. Then we're going to go to Skagway, then Juneau, then Kechikan, and we will end in Vancouver, British Columbia, where we will fly back. Now, we are currently living in the area of Houston, Texas, so we have a 7-hour flight tomorrow from Houston Intercontinental to Anchorage, Alaska, where we will spend the night and then we will board the next day. Now, for safety purposes and just for the purpose of being able to get all the videos edited and things, you are going to see this series after I have returned. Our travel dates are July 2nd through July 11th, with our cruise dates being July 3rd through July the 10th. We're super excited to go on this. The last time I took a cruise was kind of by default. I was 10 years old. My dad was doing a business deal the people got sick and couldn't go, so my mom and I went instead, and that was a lot of fun. I don't remember a whole lot about it, and let's just say it was multiple decades ago, and I'm sure cruising is going to look a whole bunch different now that I am older than 10, that's all I'm gonna say, than it did back then. So I'm super excited about that, but we also get to see Lovey's daughter, who is contracted with a dance company to provide entertainment on the ship, and that's the main reason that we're going. She had a 7-month contract, and if we really want to see her, we had to go on a cruise, which was not a bad deal for us. So we're excited to do this. Now, Lovey has never been on a cruise at all, and like I said, my cruise was many, many decades ago. So what I wanted to do was kind of do a little vlog series, starting with letting my viewers know that this is not a thrifting video, but if it's up to me, y'all, I will be doing some thrifting. I've already scoped it out, so stay tuned for those videos. But if you're interested in following along this vlog series, go ahead and hit that notification bell to all notifications so you never miss a video upload. I will be trying to upload them as soon, like every 2 days, I'll make a video out of it. Now, here's one thing that Allison from Let's Go Travel Tips told us yesterday, that uploading on the ship, even with the Wi-Fi package, is a little bit difficult. So my plan is today just to let you know that this series is coming up and to show you what I've packed. Because if you're here for about Alaska, that's the main thing that you want to know about, and I am going to do that. But I also wanted to let you know that my plan was to do 2 days of us at sea, and then 1 day for each of our ports, and then the wrapping up and things like that. I also would like to do a video at the end, and let's unpack my bag and let me tell you exactly what I actually used versus what I took. Now, I pared down a lot. I'm gonna put a picture of what the sofa looked like. Maybe this is what it looked like about 2 days ago, and now I'm gonna put a picture in of what the table in front of me looks like. So y'all, I told you I'm a little type A. I'm a prepper, I'm a planner, I gotta know things. I really don't like surprises, although I am preparing myself to have all kinds of little hiccups along the way, because things happen. There could be flight delays, there could be changes in itinerary, and I really appreciate the people that I've mentioned and the other videos that I've been watching letting me know that that's what happened. So let me just tell you that I almost didn't make this video because right now, when we are preparing to go, Holland America is still requiring a negative COVID test to embark the ship. To get on board, you have to have a negative COVID test. Well, we had to have a 2-day out test, and we took those tests today, and praise be to God, we are COVID negative. And so I was like, I'm not even filming and I'm not packing unless I know I'm COVID negative. Also at this time on Holland America, if you are sailing from Whitaker to Vancouver or Vancouver to Whitaker, you are required to wear masks while indoors on the ship. And it is recommended to wear masks in Alaska simply because their COVID numbers are high at this time. It may not be the same for all cruise lines, so please check with your specific cruise line, or ask one of these guys that I've put in the description below, because they are cruise news, as Tony would say, and up-to-date things. I mean, they tell you something that's up-to-date, and they are in the know with all of the cruise lines. So I really have depended on these people. So let's get on with what you're here for if you're here for Alaska. And let me tell you that, again, this is July. We have had the privilege of having someone on the boat multiple rounds, and right now the temperature is very high there. When I say very high, we're talking 76. The other day it was like 82 or 88 in Vancouver. So it's unseasonably warm. They're actually having a heat wave. So that kind of did taper down some of the things that I am taking from watching other people on YouTube pack for Alaska. Again, it depends on what time of the year and the current temperature changes in Alaska. So let me show show you what we got. And if I didn't tell you, we are going on the Noordam ship. And that's another reason that I'm making this video, because I could not find any videos about the actual Noordam ship. Lots about the other ships in the Holland America Line, but none on the Noordam. And that's the ship that we are sailing with this coming week. So let's get on with what I'm packing, y'all. Okay, I showed you the picture of what my table looks like, and I'm gonna tell you that I am taking a backpack that has actual backpack purse in it. So it's a backpack purse inside of a backpack. I am taking one carry-on, small travel carry-on on the plane, and then we are sharing one large bag. At least that's the plan. We haven't gotten all this stuff off the table yet. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, Lovey's also taking a backpack and he's taking a carry-on as well. So I'm gonna show you some of the clothes, well, all of the clothes that I am going to be taking, and then some of the things that I have purchased. I'm still waiting on Amazon to deliver one thing. It's supposed to be here in just a few minutes. But again, I'm gonna show you what I'm packing for my Alaska trip starting tomorrow. We have to fly out to Anchorage, and then I want to unpack my bag to show you exactly what I wore and used, and if I needed anything else. So I am going to be, tomorrow is a travel day, and y'all, let me just tell you that this is the kind of stuff I do. I made a note card for every single day. Yes, I am that person. But one of the things that it tells me is, like on Monday, it's a sea day, but it's a dressy night. Okay, and so what I wanted to do was make sure there are 2 dressy nights and 1 orange party, and I wanted to make sure that I had the things that I needed for each one of those days, especially my excursion days. Now, I've also downloaded, I have the weather app on my phone, but I downloaded the weather app so I can get the weather forecast in all of the areas: Anchorage, Whittier, Skagway, Juneau, Kechikan, and British Columbia, so that I can kind of gauge what I want to wear on each day. Yes, that's a bit too much for most people, but that's just how I have to pack. So on my first day, I am leaving 90 plus degrees in Texas, and I am just taking yoga pants and a t-shirt. And I did go and buy, now these are not comfortable shoes at all, but they will work. These are little slip-on shoes from Walmart. I am not sponsored, but I'll tell you that I do not like to untie shoes. I actually hate to wear tennis shoes, but these slip on, and I figured for, I've had a couple of pair of these before, but I figured just for going through the airport or just walking around the ship with leggings and things, that would not be a bad deal. The 3rd of July is when we actually embark. Now, if you will notice, I actually put the temperature right up here. That again is for me, a little much for everybody else. But in Anchorage and Whittier, it's gonna be between 46 and 62. So for a Texas girl, that's a little chilly. So again, I have a pair of leggings, a comfy t-shirt, and I'll wear those black shoes again, and I have my South Carolina Gamecock sweatshirt just in case, because like I said, for us 62 is a little chilly in Texas. Now Monday is the 4th of July, and y'all, I was determined. I was wearing red, white, and blue to fancy night. I didn't care what happened, but I was wearing it. So for the sea day, it is also a sea day. Again, another pair of leggings and a little bit dressier, longer, almost tunic, real flowing. That's what I'll wear during the day. And then at night, I have a pair of white kind of pants, a dressy shirt, and I do have a very bling red and clear gem bracelet. It's one that I thrifted, and that's the bonus of having a lot of thrifted and vintage jewelry in your inventory, is you can just use it and then bring it back. Okay, with those white pants and that blue shirt, I'm gonna just use some slip-on shoes. Y'all, I am not a big shoe person, but let me just tell you that it was a hard decision about what kind of shoes, and I feel like I'm still taking too much, but I don't know. I just feel like I need all this kind of stuff. So that's why I said, let's unpack this suitcase when I get back and see if I actually wore all this. And I am going to be trying to wear, you know, spread it out, wear a pair of pants, and then maybe a couple days later, wear those same pants. We bought Febreze. We'll hang them up. We have dryer sheets and all of that. I will say that one thing I learned about Holland America is they do not have guest access laundry facilities, but they do have a concierge service for laundry, and there is an additional fee for that. So we just thought we'll just kind of mix and match. All right, on the 5th is also a sea day. So we have flown, we have embarked and got on board. We have the first sea day. This is the second sea day. I have some real cool flowy pants that I just bought at Marshall's, y'all. Again, not sponsored, but I'm just telling you, these are some real cool flowy wide leg pants. I thought those would be comfortable, and just a t-shirt. This is my Amazing Grace long sleeve, kind of long tailed, it's almost dressy, but it's t-shirt material. And with that, I got me some of these shoes. Now, I needed these shoes for work anyway, so I went ahead and got them, and I thought that I could slip those on as well. Now, there is a performance. We're gonna go watch Lovey's daughter that night, so I did bring a little bit dressier of a sweater to wear with some black pants that I am also packing. Now, what else I'm bringing is I'm bringing my flip-flops, y'all, because I'm a South Carolina and Texas girl, and I was born and raised in flip-flops. But if I need to do things like go to the spa or the hot tub or something like that, I do have a swimsuit, and I do have my Crocs that I basically live in. So I have those things as well. I also have a little shift dress just to put on with a little overcoat jacket or over my bathing suit. You never know when you just may need something over. I have some extra undergarments and things, because you got to be prepared, as well as something to sleep in. Now, I sleep in a t-shirt and shorts, and so that's what I'm taking. I wasn't going to try to be fancy and sleep in no pajamas while I'm there. So those are our first 2 sea days, and then we go to Skagway. Now, on my card for Skagway, it says it's going to be 58 in the evenings and in the early mornings, and 73 during the day. Y'all, that's warm. That's warm by anybody's standards. And we are going to be doing the gold mining and dog interaction. I'm so excited because I love dogs. And you get to hold the puppies. Oh, look it up. If you're thinking about that, watch the videos on people who've been on these excursions. And that's how I knew a little bit about it. But I knew it was going to be warm. I knew I was going to be holding dogs. And I knew that I'd be around water. So I did bring a hat just because the humidity there. I got curly hair. Who knows what's going to happen with it. But for this day, I have a No Perfect People church t-shirt and a pair of longer kind of capri jeans and a pair of tennis shoes. Now, the one thing that I am waiting on right now is some silicone slip-on kind of things to protect your feet and your shoes if it should rain. Now, I'm waiting on that. I'm hoping it gets here in the next hour or so. And again, I'll show you what those are. But I thought about buying rain boots or duck boots or something like that. And I really would never use those. I don't, like I said, like to wear tennis shoes. But I know I need the tennis shoes for all of the walking and hiking and things in Skagway, Juneau, and Kechikan. So I wanted to make sure that I got a new pair of tennis shoes, y'all. So the following day, we are in Juneau. Now, we did not actually do any excursions in Juneau. I am hearing that you're going to be able to see whales and everything directly from our boat. We're going to get very close to glaciers and things of that nature. And I wasn't big on getting off one very stable boat onto another little boat to get close to a glacier when I have some very powerful binoculars that I can use. And also just want to walk around and see the town. And for my thrifting people, heads up. I've done some homework, and there's a place called Nana's Attic. Now, if you've been to Juneau, Alaska, and you know about Nana's Attic, or you know that you know Nana, if you know Nana, put it in the comments below and let Nana know that I am coming. I have double fingers crossed that It is going to be open. The hours on the website say that it is going to be, and that was my one thing. He wants the salmon fish and I wanted to thrift. So I did find a place in Juneau, Alaska called Nana's Attic, and I do plan on going there. So if you've been there, leave me a comment below. I'm really hoping that it's open, but it's going to be anywhere from 53 to 70. So I have a very lightweight long sleeve sweater and some jeans, and I also have my tennis shoes. Now, also on this night is the orange party. So I have a shirt with a very cool design with orange in there, and I am going to wear that with those white pants that I wore on the first fancy night. Now, when we say the dressy, it's not a gala night. What I'm hearing is there are not very many people that are in evening gowns. Most of it is a little bit fancier than casual, like no jeans and stuff like that, but it is like church dresses or nice dress pants and a dress shirt or something like that. So that's what we're hoping anyway. All right, so that takes care of the 7th, which it was in Juneau. Now the following is already Friday, the 8th. We will be in Kechikan. And we do not have, so let me back up a little bit. In Juneau, there is a salmon fishing excursion that Lovey really wants to go on. And this is my tip for any new cruisers. If you don't take anything else away from this, is to, when they say book your excursions early, book your excursions early. We started looking at excursions probably 2+ months ahead of time. The one thing that he wanted to do, which was to salmon fish, and be on the excursion that if you caught something, they would prepare it and mail it back to you. That one, over 2 months out, was almost 3 months, was completely sold out. So I did talk him into getting on a waiting list. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. So that's another reason that we kind of did not do anything in Juneau, because if his name comes up, then I want him to be able to fish and I want to thrift. Let's just be honest. All right, so then that brings us again to the 8th, which is Friday. And that again, like I said, was Kechikan. When I was out looking, I needed something orange, and I did find this. Now, I just want to say this. For my thrifting people, y'all know that I love to thrift, buy secondhand. Usually it's home goods, but sometimes I'm into vintage clothes and things, anything for a deal. Let's just say anything for a deal. And I have to tell y'all, now, y'all, I went to Macy's, and this was $4, $5. I got this zip-up sweatshirt. It's like a one-piece. It just has a zipper in the front. $5. So I didn't think that was bad. And also, when I went back the other day, this one was also a last chance, $5. So, I mean, I'm still thrifting, right? I'm technically still getting bargains. So I'm just gonna wear jeans and this sweatshirt. I do have a t-shirt that I can wear if it gets too warm. But also Friday night is a dressy night. And so what I have for that is a dressy black and white shirt with a black pair of pants that I can wear to the other performances with this gray sweater. You probably won't wear it, but about an hour, you can hang it up, spray some Febreze on it. We're not smokers or anything like that, so it will be still fresh. So y'all, that's fast, right? I'm going through it really fast, but let me tell you that we still have Saturday, which is a C day. And, oh, sorry, I moved the camera. Now, I got this one at Walmart. And y'all, this one was like $3. I got this little crop sweatshirt. Well, don't think crop, I'm an old lady. It is just a shorter sweatshirt. It actually hits right below, like right at the hip line. So it covers a little bit, but not all of it. You know what I mean? But I got this little very lightweight. It was like $3. I got this several months ago, and I figured I could put a pair of jeans or capris or something like that with that. And then the next day, sadly, we have to disembark, and I have another pair of black leggings and this shirt that I got for 60% off. Again, I'm still buying things on sale. 60% off at Victoria's Secret, and I really did like it. It's just a long sleeve sweatshirt, and it has the drawstrings, kind of makes it a little bit more ladylike than the men's long sleeve shirts, and it covers everything, ladies, that it needs to cover in the front and the back. Now, $36.95 is what it was, but I got it for 60% off. That's more than I usually spend on a thrifting haul. Let me just say that. And then the following day, we are going to be in British Columbia and Vancouver, and we're going to fly back to Texas where it's 90 degrees. So I just have a t-shirt, and I will go back to one of the other pair of leggings that I just wore around the boat. And those are my outfits. That's my outfits for the trip on the days and why I chose those kinds of things. The only other thing that I am packing clothes-wise is I am taking a pair of gloves and I'm taking a beanie, because I do understand if it ever does get dark or early in the morning and we are out on our balcony. We do have a veranda where we have a balcony, which is really nice. Lovey did a great job picking that out. Or we want to be up on deck or some kind, maybe even try out the crow's nest where we can see it all. Then I still want to be warm. Now I am not taking a big coat, and people will probably fuss at me, but I do have this jacket that is very fuzzy, and it's really a super warm jacket. We rarely wear that here, and I also have the hoodie thing. But this is the deal. We decided that I did some history checking on these Alaskan towns, and they greatly depend on the tourism. And I wanted to get something from Alaska anyway, something from each port, not just at the thrift shop. So I'm probably going to buy a little windbreaker. I've watched videos. They're usually $16 to $20, which is way less than I could have gotten them here. I went to look at them at Academy and all these other places, and they were anywhere from $40 to $100. So if I can spend $16 to $20 in one of the ports, I'm fine with that. We're not going to be bringing back souvenirs, if you will. So, and then they have some very fuzzy jackets, and I thought I would buy one of those. Again, anywhere from $18 to $24. I will probably be buying one of those. They'll have the port name or Alaska or something like that, and I feel like that's just our way of contributing, since we won't be doing a whole bunch of excursions which are through the cruise line anyway, or we will not be buying a whole bunch of souvenirs. So I just thought that would be my souvenir. So those are the clothes type things that I am taking. Now, let me show you some other things that we're taking. And a lot of this I learned and found out about through watching the 3 channels, especially Lana's channel. She had mentioned a few things. So let me get my box over here and kind of show you what we have. Okay, here's the backpack that I will say some things go in the backpack, some things go in my backpack purse. One of the things that I am bringing is my iPad, and that's just to entertain me on a 7-hour flight. I mean, let's be honest. I don't want to sleep on the flight, simply because by the time we get there, it'll be 10 o'clock Texas time, but it'll only be like 7 o'clock Alaska time. And you know, I don't want to get up. You know, I don't want to go to bed because I'll be getting up at 2 in the morning. The only other thing is I traveled to do a pilgrimage in Israel for 10 days, and my mom got me this. And this is what I call a body purse. Now, it holds a lot of things, and I really enjoy that. I am going to be taking some extra cash. It will hold my passport. You do have to have your original immunization card, so I have that in there. I also have my extra wallet that has like my insurance and things, and I don't know if I'll need my insurance card, but it's better be safe than sorry. And then my regular just pocket wallet that I will take with me when I go out. Now, you actually can wear this under your clothes, the strap under your clothes, and it'll just be here on your hip. And I can do it that way, or I can put it in my backpack. All right, a couple of other things. I did get a new selfie stick and tripod because, again, I hope to be recording for y'all. And I mentioned it at the beginning that Allison was on live leaving Kechikan yesterday, and I was able to ask her about the Wi-Fi, and she said that the Wi-Fi was a little bit hard and slow to upload. So my plan again is to release videos, but that is all depending on what all the upload speed is like on the boat and in the ports. I have some gum, candy, and tissues for the plane. Sunglasses. Now, Lana reminded us to bring sunglasses because the glare on the water, and so I did do that. She also reminded us not to lean over and lose our sunglasses in the water from the balcony. So, good tip. I also put in some very large Ziploc bags. Now, I can't remember why Lana said she put the Ziploc bags in there, but let me tell you why I'm putting them in there. These are 2.5 gallon Ziploc bags. And like I said, Lovey is on standby for Juneau fishing, but he is on the Kechikan fishing for salmon, and he will be getting on a boat and fishing. And then he will come back with fishing on him. And then he will take those clothes off and want to put them in said shared suitcase. No, no, no. No, no, no. So we will be rinsing off his fishing gear, and we will be air drying it, and I will be sealing it in this Ziploc bag and then putting it in the suitcase, because I know what his clothes smell like when he normally goes fishing, and I definitely don't want our luggage to smell like that, especially coming back where it's 98 degrees in Houston. Forget about it. Now, I know this video is gonna be a little bit long, and it's much longer than my normal videos. So if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around and watching. If you're enjoying this type of content, you found this video helpful in any way, if you took away one tidbit, give it a thumbs up to let me know. If you have other information for me, leave it in the comments below. We're hoping this won't be our only cruise, but we don't know. We're just taking one step at a time. All right, so this is, y'all, I told you I'm a nut. This is my medicine bag. Now, I watched Lana and I listened to a bunch of people about their things that they went through. Now, in this bag, we have cough drops that we use a lot. I have stomach relief medication, I have sleep medicine, I have Benadryl for allergy attacks, I have Tums, I have stool softeners, I have Bonime, motion sickness medicine. I even have a dental repair kit and some toothache medicine. I have a first aid kit, and I have my backup inhalers. I do have asthma. I'm hoping that the clean, fresh air does me well up there, and so we shall see. So that goes in the suitcase. In the backpack is going to be my everyday asthma medication, along with some Tylenol, some Motrin, and things like that. In this bag, we call this our PPE bag. This is our travel for the backpack. It has mask, gloves, hand sanitizer, and Lysol wipes. I actually travel with that all the time, so normally that's in my purse. All right, in this bag, oh my gosh, y'all, there is a ton of masks. I have sunscreen, I have insect repellent, because I have been watching videos and they say, and reading, Alaska has a lot of mosquitoes, and it's warming up right now, so streams and water is gonna be stagnant. I have two things of that. One, I have for Lovey to take fishing, but I have my lotion, some wet wipes, some more Lysol, some Febreze, some room spray. Now, Lana uses Poopery. We like the Bath and Body Works kind. You know, the quarters are tight, y'all, in there. The quarters are tight. I also have some, what is this? Oh, the wrinkle release stuff. And that was another suggestion from Lana, because Lovey is going to be taking some dress shirts, and we'll just spray some wrinkle release and hang them up. So there's a lot of just extras that were in this bag. Now, we have these, I don't know if we're going to use them, but they're refillable little flat water bottles, and they were promotional for us. I think these are actually from the University of Texas. Don't know where I got them, but they do clip on, and we thought that we could fill up with water before we left the ship, and then as we're walking around and things, if we need some water, we can just have a little bit of water to drink. We can also put ice in there. I do have my stepdad's binoculars, so we are taking binoculars. That's one thing, if you're going to Alaska, to be able to see the whales and the bald eagles and the bears and all of those things without having to get too close, y'all. binoculars, that's the key. All right, let me tell you what else. I just have a few more things, y'all. I promise, but I have learned so much by watching all of the videos, not just these 3 channels, but there are a lot of videos about Alaska, and I wanted to be prepared. You think I'm prepared? All right, so I have all of my chargers. Don't forget your chargers and backup batteries. I have more than one backup battery, again, mainly because I'm going to be filming. Hopefully for you guys, I'll be able to put out videos. I also did bring a at-home COVID test, because I believe at this time, in order to disembark and to get into Canada, at this day and time, we have to have a negative COVID test. And I don't know, I haven't heard if they're going to be giving us one on the boat. 2 other things that I learned through Lana, and they're just safety kind of extras, but I did buy them on Amazon. I don't even know where I got them on Amazon. If I use them and I like them, then in the unpacking video, I'll put an affiliate link there. But if I didn't use them, or I didn't like them, or didn't recommend them, I won't do that. So this is a cruise line adapter. Because he has an Apple Watch, we both have Apple phones, I have an iPad, I have chargers and things like that. We don't know how many outlets there's going to be. So this is a cruise outlet that gives you 3 extra plugins and 2 USBs. So, and it takes one little spot. Now, I understand that it's not just any kind. You do have to get one that is for cruise, and this is called Cruise On Non-Surge. I think that's the big key, that it's a cruise compliant one, and that's the box there. Again, if I use it and I like it, I will let you know, and we'll put an affiliate link down there, along with anything else that I used and I liked. Something else that we're taking, and we may leave some of these for Lovey's daughter, who of course is on the boat right now. She lives there. These are some heavy duty magnetic hooks. Now, in watching videos, the walls to your cabin are 9 times out of 10 metal. Bathroom doors are metal, bathroom walls are metal, and there's not a lot of counter space or space in the room to keep you organized. Now, I've seen some rooms on the ships from Holland America, and there's a lot of storage, but to take in and out of that stuff, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. But I went ahead and got these hooks. They're strong magnetic hooks, and I don't know if it tells you how much they hold up to, but they are just some magnetic hooks. And one of the tips is to get the hooks and put the hooks on the wall, and then you can hang jackets, wet items, your toiletry bags, that if you got a hanging toiletry bag, which I will show you in just a second, and you can hang all of the things that you need to hang on the walls, thus freeing up your space. So I'll let you know how that works. I'm a thrifter, so I have my black light and my loop in case I find something. I have some earplugs because I'm a very light sleeper. I don't know how I'm gonna do with it being daylight until like midnight, but I am a light sleeper, and so I may use these on the plane as well. And I think this is the last thing that I learned through watching the videos. You will get a color-coded luggage tag for your bags. And when you get them, you print them off in color. All the green bags, I've seen them go in one line, and I think there's yellow or whatever, and they were color coded, but each cruise line has a different type of tag. Now, I did buy these. I didn't know I was buying 8 of them, but I bought 2 packs of 4. I just wanted 4, so maybe I didn't read it correctly. These are cruise luggage tags, but these are specific for Holland America because their luggage tags go like this. Because honestly, when it's time to put on your luggage tags, I don't have staples, a stapler that may be ripped off, and I don't have any tape that, you know, with me. So we're going to use these luggage tags, and again, I'll let you know how these work. And they come with these metal steel kind of things, so I'm doing all 4 of them, but you would put them on like this, and then there is a little jump ring or a twist ring, and you would just twist them to your luggage. And it is two-sided, so the tag with your color and your name is on both sides and visible. And these are very, very sturdy, very, very thick. Let me just show you one. These are super thick. I do think they said that they are doing 2 bags per person, and that counts your carry-on as well as any big suitcase. So there you have it. We would only need 4. So let me show you the last item that I'm going to be packing on this trip to Alaska. Okay, y'all, the very last item that I have is my toiletry bag. Now, Lana did say that you're going to use your hooks that I showed you, which I've lost now. You're going to use your hooks and you're going to put them on your bathroom, and then you have a hanging toiletry bag. Now, I couldn't find one that I really, really liked, but I did find this one at Walmart. Let me just show you that it's like a little Swiss one. It is black. I could have gone with the girly one, but that's okay. It has pockets here on this side, and this looks like it holds like makeup brushes and stuff like that. On this side, there is another one that has some pockets. There's a pocket there. When you open this up, it does hang. Now, I've already pre-done this. So here's your hanger right here, and it will just hang. Now, there is a lot of space down in there, and it even has a little mesh part here. That's the jewelry that I'm taking, but it is pretty deep, and it has some pockets up here. Again, I'm not sponsored or anything, but this is the one that I'm going to try. I will say that once I got everything in it, it's pretty daggone heavy, and this needs to go in my carry-on. So this is one of the things that will go in my carry-on with just one outfit of clothes and all of the things that I need immediately. I am also bringing a curling iron, and I forgot to mention that, but I am told that they have soap, shampoo, and conditioner on the boat, as well as a blow dryer, so you don't need to bring any of those things. I'm also hearing that there are blankets and a robe in there, so I'm excited about snuggling up and being out on the balcony with Lovey as we drift on to the ocean towards Alaska. Okay, y'all, I know I talk super fast, and I know I've covered a tremendous amount in just a little bit of time, but I did want to share with you what I am packing for my first Alaskan cruise, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you're interested in being part of my YouTube family, seeing the other content that I create, as well as following along with our Alaskan vlog, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I'd love for you to join us. We even go live sometime, and you'll be able to be in the chats with us. And if you know someone else who is traveling to Alaska or enjoys thrifting and junking and repurposing things, then go ahead and share my channel out with those friends as well. Thanks so much for watching, y'all, and I'm super excited to be bringing you the next part of my trip to Alaska. Until next time, y'all stay pretty and be sweet. Bye-bye.